the problem and the part where it hurts is realizing that, you know, the people you want may not want you. That's where it hurts. To drive the point home about hitting the wall and it hurting. So the hurting part is the realization that, like, the invisible woman or the invisible black woman is real. And if you're out in the streets dating, you know, in your 60s, you might experience a significant level of invisibility unless you find your community, the community of men who value women like you. Because we see these women, you know, Erykah Badu kind of does the same thing. She'll make a post, and I mean, Erykah Badu, I think she's 50. She's 50 years old. She'll make a post and be like, oh, I'm looking for my king. And where are the men who want 50-year-old boss women or whatever? You know what I mean? And I believe that there are men out there. It's going to hurt to find out that when you hit the wall, quote unquote, because I don't usually use these I don't really usually speak like this, but when you hit the wall, allegedly, at 40 or whatever, and you realize that, you know, because at one point Vivica Fox was talking about how fertile she was and like bragging about, I believe on Wendy, I did some research on this, so on Wendy Williams, she was bragging about being fertile and having kids, and this is, I think, when she was like in her 40s, maybe her early 40s. And then, you know, I think she went through a long period of not really dating, but it didn't seem like there was anyone serious that she was dating that materialized, or at least that she showed off to the public. Maybe her last serious relationship was when she was in her 40s, and now she pops up 60 and is like, I'm single and ready to mingle, you know, and everybody's like, what's going on here? So the hurt is realizing that there's a level of urgency there. You know, if you want things like kids, there's a level of urgency required, and it hurts to find out that you probably were looking at it like, oh, I can just take my time, I look good at 40, I'm gonna probably always look this good, and realizing that that's just not true, you know. And even if you look good for your age, again, that your age matters to people. So it matters to men because it says what you're willing to, you know, it's kind of an indicator of perhaps how malleable and how stuck in your ways you may or may not be. So that's the part that hurts. And I don't think that modern black women in this case, want to admit the hurt. I think it's more convenient to make it seem like it doesn't hurt, make it seem like everything's fine, I'm just out here, I'm about to date, I'm 60. And the reality is, I think that essentially you can even look at some of this as a cry for help, like with Erykah Badu and various other women. It could be considered a cry for help because it's like you're putting it out there that you want a man, and no one can help you because everyone knows the man that you want probably doesn't want you, and that hurts. That hurts. And there was a time where the men that she wanted did want her. This is what we need to look at. There was a time where the men that Vivica wanted did want her. And what happened in that period? What was going on around that time? Why, you know, maybe she did have a sense of urgency, but my guess is that she didn't. Because a lot of times women who are very beautiful and get a lot of attention don't feel like they need to have a sense of urgency about anything. because everything is handed to them, and it just seems like it's going to always be that way until it's not that way. Until one day you wake up and you're 60 and you're like, man, I'm single and ready to mingle. And everybody's just like, yeah. So it's my take on it. It's my opinion. Like, share, and subscribe. Click the links in the description box and get to know what I do with my business, Curated Legacy LLC. I have coaching, I offer consulting, I offer speaking, and I also offer mentoring as well. Join the Black and Invisible YouTube membership group. Purchase my book about being an invisible Black woman on Amazon. This is Naka here to make the invisible visible and to expose the things about modern Black women that they would never ever tell you. And as always, stay tuned for more videos.